Man, listen to this free game, man. We back again. T.I.M. what's happening?
Peace to divine families to God.
Yeah, it's me, Toddy. Take note of what you hear, reflect on what you see. Man, we got a special guest,
Special guest.
OG,
Yeah, man.
Mr. Bars over Bull.
Old man with cold
Mr.
hands.
Yes, sir.
Brez versus the city.
You feel me?
Now here he reflecting with these reflections now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Man, what's really good, man? Brez, what's up, man? Introduce yourself, man. Talk to the people real quick.
To the people that don't know me, man, I'm Brez Lawrence. I'm one half of the Cuz Clique, my cousin Sean Bones. You know what I'm saying? You know, he left the group, so now I'm solo. But
He had to win at everything,
Yeah.
even racing home.
Yeah. So
He wanted to win at everything.
been doing this for a long time, man. Tim been with me through the whole journey.
Yeah, man. Throwback.
Yeah. And from what I'm hearing, man, I'm hearing some good reviews, man. Brez versus the City was actually my last project.
Supposed to be.
Supposedly. Even on the first Beloved, I told you, I say this is my suicide letter. I say I'm tired of being a slave to the bass and the treble. I'm
Yes,
gone.
sir. I'm gone.
Yeah, I'm gone. And God had other plans. You feel me?
Yeah, man.
All right, so we want to get into all that because you mentioned something. You mentioned a word we always use, T.I.M. always use. You mentioned journey.
Journey.
So we want to get to the journey and all that before we get to Brez versus City, before we get the reflection, before we gonna go down, we gonna take it all the way back
Let's
down
do it.
memory lane. So talk about how you came up. We want to talk about how you came up and where you from, and then we're gonna talk about that line that Tim be talking about to where we got to this point.
Yes, sir. I'm from Orlando, Florida.
The O.
From the O. And
Shout out to Richmond Heights.
Yeah.
Both of y'all.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Next door neighbor.
We'll get into that story too. That's what's crazy too. But I'm from Orlando, Florida, / Fort Pierce, Florida, because I end up staying with my grandparents, my grandmother and my grandfather for 8 years, St. Lucie County. And then when my grandmother passed, we talked about that when she took sick.
Yeah.
They sent me this way.
Yeah.
This is where my mother was living. You know what I'm saying?
So y'all got some similarities.
Of course,
a lot of
similarities of how y'all got here. So so you end up getting here.
Yes, sir.
Moved from Orlando. When you
I came in 7th grade.
came in 7th.
Yeah,
okay.
the old junior high, the original junior high.
Yeah.
And the crazy story is they sent me up here that summer, and that's when I met my cousins, my Valdosta family, Sean Bones, Charles Little, Dedrick Mathis, Dante Daniels.
Yeah.
And
The hood.
they knew she was sick, but they just wanted me to get familiar with my family up here because the inevitable was coming.
Guaranteed.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I met Sean and all them, but the crazy part about that is, you know what, we used to have like 6 classes, right?
Yeah,
From 7th to 8th grade, the same cousin that I met, we took 4 classes.
That's
from
crazy.
7th to 8th grade. Yeah.
So y'all had a lot of bonding time.
A lot of bonding, and Sean was the rapper.
Yeah,
Okay, so
that's why I said on the song I used to beat on the desk.
Yeah, he was Raheem.
I gave him Raheem.
He used to beat on the desk while he rapped. Yeah.
And I gave him Raheem from the movie Do the Right Thing.
Radio Raheem.
Yeah, because he always loved the music. So I started saying it as a joke.
Yeah.
But instead of him saying, man, don't call me that, the people embraced it. He embraced it. Like a lot of people think Sean's name is Raheem. Yeah, it's Adrian. Deshaun.
Yeah.
/ Raheem.
Yeah.
So he was a rapper. So when you started saying, I'm gonna stick my foot in the game, get my feet wet with it.
So what I did was I came from Florida, so we was booty shaking.
You feel me?
So I stayed on booty shake till I was the last one with it, and my rhymes was shake it, pop it, twerk it, and I remember I went to the Southside Rec. I came with that same old Florida thing, and the people loved me or whatever because that's what was popping at the time. But Sean, he did cell therapy beat, and he went to spitting. And right then and there, I knew that shit was over. I mean, that stuff was over with. You feel
Man,
me?
you can say what you
Oh,
want to
okay,
say.
yeah,
out
that
here,
shit,
man.
that shit was over with. And
It's free game, yeah.
when you say when I started taking it serious, man, and I know it's about me, but I keep talking about Cuz because if it wasn't for Cuz, I wouldn't be on y'all platform right now. You feel me?
Okay.
So I was in Robert L. Patton down there in Lakeland at the detention center. I would call home, to check on everybody. So Big G answered the phone one day, and we was talking, and he was like, "Hey man, your cousin got the city on fire." I'm like, "What?" He was like, "Man, I'm thinking he about to blow. Boom, 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 boom." And that's when I started taking it serious.
Yeah.
When I came home from prison, got with my daughter. I didn't have but one child at the time. Got with my mama. The next stop was Rock.
Got to see Bones.
Got to go see Bones, and from then on, I was just like his hype man. I was the guy that take the speakers in when he got to go perform, all that type of stuff, just for him to give me a chance to just spit a verse or something. You know what I'm saying? I had to audition for Bones.
You had to work for it.
Yeah, I had to work for it. But I knew my place.
Yeah.
I just wanted to be down with it. You know
That's
what I'm saying? Yeah. Just
Cuz click.
Cuz click.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Click.
And Cuz gave me the opportunity.
So when you realize you was good at it, when you realize you like,
man, I'm
him.
gonna tell you right now, I still don't think that. I'm my worst critic. You feel me?
Biggest critic.
I'm my biggest critic. Like Tony, he have to keep pushing me. Like even though everybody telling me like how this project turned out, this album turned out, it still ain't hit me yet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm still humble.
Yeah.
I'm like, dang, they like this, cause I didn't. Well, we'll get to that though. So.
Nah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
So,
yeah.
like I said, Brez versus the City was my last one. When Sean died, it took all the air out of me, so I was done with rap.
Right.
Like, period. Didn't care about rap. I used to go over to Tony's house and used to tell him, dang, man, it feel good just to be friends and partners. I ain't got to come with no rhymes. I ain't got to come with no music. Yeah. We could just sit and talk as men. It felt good. It felt good. I would just come to the man's house and we wouldn't do nothing musical.
Yeah, just kick it.
Yeah, it felt good to be free because I've been doing it for so long. Yeah, slave to it. Yeah. So I had that wrong time in the talk. But the reason why it took me so long to do that, because I was battling with myself, like, how do I honor Sean in a 2 or 3 minute song after 30 years of friendship, of cousinness, of brotherhood, you feel me?
Hard.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hard.
Because I could do a whole album about it.
That's right.
So I started off with Wrong Time, and then I did Beloved too, because I had caught a DUI and I was going through something and I was depressed. I didn't know I was depressed. So everything that you hear on Beloved 2 is really real.
Yeah.
When I say, like, I keep drinking the liquor knowing that it's wicked, but I still drink it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Even though it ain't got me nothing but into some trouble.
Right.
So I did Wrong Time and I did Beloved 2 in the same day, and Tony stopped me and said, hey man, where this Brez been at? I said, what you mean? He said, man, I need to hear these stories. I don't want to hear that battle stuff. I don't want to hear that turn up stuff.
Do some stories.
He said, you always come over here telling me about your life, but you never talk about your life in like at the records. So that's what changed the whole dynamic of the project. Because I was like, man, my life ain't that really interesting, you feel me?
Right.
But then I started digging.
Yeah.
I started digging.
Really interesting.
And like I told Tim, right? This project came out the way it did because I wasn't worried about being the best rapper. I wasn't worried about what the next man was doing. I wasn't trying to do the best metaphors. I just did me. And people tell you that all the time, right? It's like a cliche saying, but man, when you don't worry about nobody else and just buckle down and do you, this is how that project
That's life in general, man.
Yeah,
that's life in general.
I used to always trying to prove myself. Like, if you don't know I can rap by 9, man, you must have been under a rock. You know what I'm saying?
You had to be asleep somewhere.
Yeah. So I don't woke them up now. You know what I'm saying?
That's a classic right there.
And then they throwing the C word around.
Yeah.
I'm like, huh? I said, man, stop playing with me. Hustle Man, the first one to tell me it was a classic. He said that it's the only thing they could compare it to was Killer Mike.
Yeah.
You hadn't talked to this man.
Yeah.
You end up saying the same thing.
Yeah.
They say, man, everybody can't be lying. Yeah,
everybody
man.
gonna say
the same thing.
Yeah. I when we was chopping it up about it, and the way you was like storytelling and talking about your life, and when you need a cut, you go see a Wayne or a Tim the Same. You feel me? So when you just you like breaking down real stories, like stuff that you were talking about, I'm kind of familiar with a lot of it. So I was like, dang, my boy kind of really dug deep on this one.
And for the people, like, I would send Tim things because, like, I value your opinion. I respect your opinion. I value and respect you as a person.
Yes, sir.
And I know me and Tim got this thing, right? We started this long time ago. You know how people review albums? They say 5 mics, 5 stars, whatever, right? Mm-hmm. Me and Tim got this thing called, if he had his last $10, would he buy my album or would he buy a sandwich?
Yeah.
You know how many times he say, nah, my boy, I'm going to go buy me a sandwich with that. I ain't finna spend my last $10 on that.
Can't spend
Even though it hurt,
yeah.
But I know we got to
you got to keep it real.
Yeah. And we got to, see with me, I don't care nothing about balling it up a rhyme and redoing it. Tony done did that to me several times. You know what I'm saying? More times than I know how to count.
Right.
That ain't it. I need 2 more. And every time I would bring 2 more, he would say, I need 2 more.
Yeah.
I need 2 more.
That's that pressure.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you say sandwich.
Yeah.
But on this project here, you say, oh yeah, bro, if I had my last $10, I got to go cop this album.
It's bought.
Because it's filling me up. It's filling me up. Yeah, it's bought.
Yeah, it's bought.
I skip a meal today for this right here, so I knew I was on the soul.
I seen that on, it's crazy, I seen that on
that was on
Temptation.
I
seen on Temptation.
Yeah, that's where I found it at.
Oh, that's where you get it from?
Barry Gordon used
to,
he's like, if you down your last $1, would you buy this or a sandwich? I seen that on the Temptation.
See, you learn something new every day.
Yeah, that's what Barry Gordon said.
Barry Gordon said that.
Yeah, Temptation, that's what it was. They did, oh, mama, oh, mother mine.
And see, one thing about me, I can take constructive criticism.
Yeah.
Right? It's a difference between constructive criticism and just straight out hate.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a total difference.
They seem similar at times, but you have no reason to hate on me. So
no,
why would I take it as hate? You feel me? If somebody I put the album in front of them and they just don't play it and say, oh man, it's garbage, and don't even listen to it, that's hate. In my opinion.
They ain't give you a chance.
If they ain't heard the album by now, that's hate.
You ain't bother here.
You feel me?
Yeah.
You feel me? If they ain't heard the album by now, that's
I ain't heard it. You ain't tell me about it. I had to go listen to a song. Like,
he said that. He said,
I ain't even know.
He said he probably going in there doing a little piece of home.
Yeah,
I did. I had to. So you said YouTube, so I went, and that's the first song I heard was "Welcome to the Shit." But I caught Rick. Boy, I said, that's Rick on there.
See, like even with Rick, right? Rick was through with rap. I was through with it, and I did that Beloved, and I sent it to Rick just to get some criticism or just get his opinion. And he called me and said, "Hey man, you okay?" He ain't say nothing about the song. He say, "See, I talk to Rick every day or every other day."
Right.
He didn't even know I was going through that, right? Meaning that when I come around people, I put on a mask, meaning that everybody going through something. Why should I bring back, woe is me, right?
Yeah.
So when he heard that, he was like, man, why you ain't tell me? And then he ended up getting on it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But if it wasn't for Rick, it would have been a 1-verse song. And like I tell Tony all the time, I write down. I don't write up, meaning, he said, I never heard that before, Beloved. What you mean by that? Normally my first verse be my best verse, and then I go down. Some people, first verse be mediocre, and then they get stronger. That's called writing up.
Okay.
I write down.
Okay.
Cause this album, I wanted features from different people who I respect in this rap thing around here, but it ended up happening how it happened. So that's why I bombed first, and a lot of my first verses is so strong because I left it open. I left it open for other people.
Shout out that boy Diva Fusco ain't show
up
with sticky notes and all that. Missed out on the classic.
Oh, so I had 2 questions.
Go ahead.
The first one. So was that song the inspiration behind you? Because you said you were done.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then you made the song based on
Sean,
what you were
that's
going
the
through.
first thing, and then I caught a DUI.
So what made you say, I'm gonna just go ahead and put out a whole CD?
Tony T.
Put
so talk about Tony T, because you talked about Tim giving you constructive criticism, and you talked about Tony T being, that voice of reason, that person that's pushing you. So how instrumental is that to have when you in this game, to have these people that's gonna make you bring out the best of you, and also be honest with you. Because now these young cats, like, they telling what they want to hear. Anything coming out now. Some of the stuff I ain't gonna lie. Some of the stuff I can't even listen to it.
Right.
You know, some stuff I be like. So some stuff like now I can't reason with it.
Tony T is everything. Meaning that I met Tony through Yancey. I was at Nerd House one day, right? For people that don't know who Nerd is, that's Marlon.
That's Marlon.
And he say, man, I got this guy that I work with finna come over. He rap. But he said he don't rap like you, Brez, but just give him a chance. And I sat out there in the car with Yancey, and Yancey went to rapping. See, Yancey loved to perform. He wasn't shy. I had never met this man. He never met me. He put his beats on in the car, and he started rapping.
Who is Yancey? Now make sure we.
Oh, Yank Dog.
Yank.
Dog. Yeah. We got another one. But yeah. Yank Dog.
Make sure we know who Yancey is.
And I say, who records your music? And he say, oh, my brother Tony T, my homeboy Tony T, whoop de whoop, whoop de whoop. I said, give me the guy Tony number. I rushed over there to Sean's house and said, hey man, I got us a new studio. I met some young guy, blah, blase squaze. He was like, oh man, I ain't messing with that. Whoop de whoop. So I went on my own. He said, you go check it out and come back and tell me. I met Tony, he was on his way out. He had something to go do. And I put him in the car right quick, played a beat, and I rapped for him.
Okay.
And say, this is what kind of rap I do. He said, oh, yeah, I see you one of them lyrical type niggas, right?
Yeah.
He said, but get with me such and such date, and we're going to make it happen. So me and Tony was business.
Yeah.
I paid for this. But as time went on, a relationship.
Friendship. Brother, yeah.
That's how it works. That's how
Definitely.
it works out. Yeah.
So with this project, like you say, how instrumental is he? Man, I would just go to Tony's house like what we doing now, talking. He'll say, B, you know it's been about 2-3 weeks, man. You ain't dropped nothing now. What you got going on?
What's happening?
And then that'll put the battery in my back, so the next time I go see him, I had to have something.
You gotta get right, cause you know.
So a lot of the times he act like he the big brother.
That's
you
how
you ever see them little brothers that try to big brother you?
Yeah, that's how I used to be, man.
So
like you ain't the one.
And we had a conversation the other day. He was like, Brez, just by you listening and going by what I asked you to do, is the reason why this project came out, right? I'm a grown man, so I do put up resistance, right?
Yeah.
The old man came about because Tony said, now give it to him. I said, what you mean? He said, man, you done everything I asked you to do, now go rap. Yeah. I said, you for real?
Be yourself.
Go rap. So that's why you kind of like old man all over the place when I'm just spitting balls. Because everything else was substance based.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Old man.
That's why I say give it to him is what he told me, so blame Tony.
Tony.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was I fool with old man. You know, I got a couple favorite, like when I got on YouTube, I had them I arranged the song where I like it. You feel me? So I'm messing with like this album right here. And the reason why I said reason why I compared it to Killer Mike is because that last Killer Mike with my mama gone, my grandmama gone. You feel me? That's like wrong time to me, right?
Yeah.
But that whole album, you can just ride.
Correct.
You ain't got to skip nothing. And so when I got this one, and when I started that Can't Go Back, man, I ain't stopped it. Like it been, you feel me? Like I was like, okay.
Oh, and speaking of Tony, I go out there one day. See, a lot of people think this was planned. He say, Brez, go by the store, get me a couple of blacks. I got something for you. Go get the blacks. He say, have a seat. When he hit play, he had Raw on it. That was his idea. Okay. Yeah, Raw wasn't on it. He went. He said, he hit him one. Yeah. And he said he felt like Raw was in the room.
I need that.
And that's where he placed Raw throughout that.
Put Bones all through there. Yeah, my boy all through there talking that talk.
And then he come on and say, "You got it, B.
Yeah.
I'm feeling this, B.
I'm feeling
all
this
through
B.
my body. Yeah.
I'm jumping out my body.
So who else you got on there? I know you got.
It's just Rick.
Just Rick. Okay. Mm-hmm. So you did a whole.
I got to say this because Rick always tell me I tell the story wrong. it was Josh Hunt that wanted to do a project together, and I was through with rap. And he was like, man, we need to give him a project, man. Whoop de whoop, whoop de whoop. I say, Josh, you know I'm through, bro. And he was persistent, but he was like, well, you ain't got to do it right now. We got time. And I hate when people say that, because one of the biggest lies that our parents told us or our grandparents told us, that you got time.
Nah, you don't know how much time
right?
you got. Yeah.
Tomorrow ain't promised.
It's the most precious thing.
Oh, they still young. They got time to get it together. No, if you can get it together now, get it together now.
Yeah.
So I kept brushing them off. And it got to the point where he would ask me about rap, to the point where, you know how when somebody smoke weed and they try to pass it to you, you say, nah, my nigga, I don't smoke. And they were like, nah, you gonna smoke today. No means no. And I was really standing on that. So when he would call me, I would really be frustrated, because I said, man, I know he finna come with this rap shit.
Yeah, really don't even want to answer. Yeah.
Don't want to answer, but I can't do him like that.
Right.
Because sometimes he wouldn't talk about it, but he would always sprinkle it in.
Yeah.
So make a long story short, I agreed to it. So now I'm writing. So he got the same beats that you hear now.
Yeah.
I would say, hey man, I got a verse for it. I got this for it. Oh yeah, man, I've been busy, whoop de whoop. I ain't had time and all that. So now I do a second verse. So now when I come back to him, he was like, man, you moving too fast. You 2-1ing me. I was like, hey man, when I get to working, I get
I'm
to
gone,
working.
man.
Yeah.
I'm out of here.
I'm in the creative.
Yeah, you're in the creative space.
You're
in the creative
I don't
space
know how
right
long
now.
my creative space gonna
I got
last.
the rock now.
I got the rock now.
Yeah.
So props to Josh Hunt. He did spark this.
Y'all got a track together called.
We got a whole album together. It's called A Covenant.
Oh, I ain't know that.
But I didn't give him 100% of me, meaning that after I did Brez versus the City, we had always talked about doing a project together. So for me to honor my face and my word, I did it. But I didn't give him 100. You feel me? I ain't slack on the verses, but I just didn't go there with it. You know, I just wanted to be done with it. Say I fulfilled my obligation, and you can't say that I didn't do it. Because one thing in this world, man, if you ain't got your face card, I tell my kids,
you gotta have that face.
yeah, you got to have your face card. You hear me?
Yeah.
You gotta keep it clean.
You got to keep it clean, and that's one of the reasons why I'm able to move the way I move. Not cause I'm no gangster,
Right.
not cause I'm this or no bully or nothing. Cause Brez always kept his face good. You feel me? Yeah.
It sound like you was talking about time, but it sound like it's timing also.
It is.
So how important is, because when he was reaching out to you, you weren't in
moment.
your creative space.
Yeah.
So then the time changed. The timing was right for you. Then you just went to taking off.
And then he bowed out gracefully. He seen what I was doing, and he as a man, he say, Brez, you got this. You might as well go and finish the project.
Rock out.
Yeah, rock out.
So how important it is, getting back to the time versus the timing, how important it is not to force the music when you ain't in the mood, you ain't in that creative space, your mind ain't in it, your heart ain't in it. But for instance, this situation, you got somebody pressuring you, but you like, no. So how important was it for you at that time when he reached out to tell him, nah, I ain't in the creative space? But then when the time was right, you went on ahead and took off. So how important is that when it comes to making good music, good art?
That's a great question, because I was saying that to myself, meaning that when I really wanted it, when I really was hungry or thought, it didn't come for me. On this project, I took my time, made everyone count. So it's very important timing. But see, I can't really answer that question because it ain't my timing. It was everybody else around me timing and seeing it for me.
I saw you include the creator in that whole album throughout.
Throughout the album.
Yeah, I saw that. I said my boy was getting kind of spiritual and all with this.
Meaning that these the thoughts of a man aging.
That's right.
When you get to getting older, when you young, you don't think about this. You think you can live forever. You think you can jump out there in front of a car and the car crash before you crash.
Yeah. You can flip it over
and look back at it and say, "Nigga, I wish you would run me over." Like you gonna hurt him.
Yeah, you gonna hurt the car.
When you get older, that's why I say, man, a cold will kill you.
Yeah.
So,
Killed Dr. Sabi.
Yeah.
And he killed.
So timing is everything. I question like, man, where was this 10 years ago? But you can't do it. It one time.
One time.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's another thing. Like kind of stick to that when like Toddy was saying, timing. A lot of the songs that you was dropping before this album, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like to me, Beloved, the first one.
That's
classic.
your baby. That's your baby.
Classic.
That's your baby.
Tony T went crazy at the end of that.
Yeah.
Classic. You feel me? Then I'm messing with the second one. Well, that's the thing I want to ask you too now. So is this one Rick Dog is too, or the other one is that
the
too?
other one that I did for you?
Yeah.
I forced that.
Okay.
I was trying to recreate Beloved 1.
Number 1, yeah.
What he just said, right?
Yeah.
It ain't hit.
Yeah.
Like Beloved. See, Beloved's, but my songs Beloved come when I'm at my lowest, right? When I told you on Beloved 1 that one day all my girls will be pregnant, that happened for real.
Right.
When I told Sean, your drug habit make me sick to my stomach, I'm telling him then.
For real.
Everything, everything came.
Yeah.
So Beloved 2, I'm going through something.
Right.
So it's technically Beloved 3, but we're gonna say Beloved 2 because Beloved, the second one came me trying to honor you and your mama.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was forcing that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I still fool with it.
Yeah.
To me, that's number 2.
So
that's a continuation of number 1.
Right.
Yeah, that's the extended version.
I guess Tim took the word out of my mouth. I guess the chemistry between me and him so real. Because I was going to talk about, like, the phases. He talking about the song, but I was going to talk about the phases. You know, the first time I heard you was Fat Sack days. Ola, and all y'all, you know what I'm saying? I heard you spit way back then. I thought you was crazy. So what's the difference between, I'm going to say from when you started to a couple of those them albums and them songs in the middle, Brez versus the City.
Oh, that's easy, my brother.
Till now.
Maturity.
Maturity. The big M word.
Yeah. I remember at Fat Sacks, I was talking to a producer yesterday that used to do the beats for Fat Sacks. He stay in Tifton. Shout out my man Dark Side.
Shout out Dark Side. He was rapping too.
Yeah, he was rapping and he was doing the beats, and Lamont was doing the beats.
Okay.
Irma
cousin.
Yeah.
Shout out Lamont. Steve brother.
Yeah, that's Lamont.
Yeah, Steve and Nancy brother.
Yeah. So I remember being in the studio and Craig coming to me telling me to rap about black athletes marrying white women. I said, man, I don't care nothing about that.
Yeah, that ain't your stick.
He trying to tell me what to rap. I took the whole rhyme book and threw it in the trash and walked out.
Yeah. Yeah, you ain't. See, the thing is, he trying to make you a revolutionary. That ain't you.
That ain't my get on. I don't care who marry who.
Yeah,
you feel me?
If
that was something I cared about, I rap about it. But I don't care about who talk to who or what color somebody is.
Everybody got their own lane, man.
That's why I told you on Toasting, I'm half and half.
That's right.
I jog a path you couldn't lap.
Yeah.
Oh, that's when I said on Sticky Notes, the whites didn't like me, the blacks fight me. Yeah. And that came from my granddaddy told me early on. I used to come home sad because these people didn't accept me. And my granddaddy told me, he say, Brez, you ain't white, you ain't black. But one thing you're going to have to do is be smarter than everybody. So I took that as playing on everybody, but he was saying education.
Yeah.
I took that as, hey, I got to learn how to run game on, I don't care
on
who.
both sides.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely. When he was saying get them books.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I took it and used it as something different.
Yeah, that's a manipulation.
And that's how I survived. I had to learn that. So when it was a bully, I had to see what the bully really like. Or what make the bully tick and play up under the bully so he won't bully me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So we can be cool.
Yeah, now I send the bully at my end.
You on my side.
Yeah, he on my side. Yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Let me ask you something, bro. What is it gonna take for somebody from here to blow? 'Cause we got all the talent. We got producers, we got singers. Shout out West Love, she doing her thing. She one of the ones. Bunch of rappers. Great talent. What is it gonna take?
We have this conversation all the time. Get out their own way. Let the ego go. Work with other people. Like at one time, I wouldn't leave the South Side. Unless I was coming over there to the east, and that's only because I had family.
Yes,
You
sir.
know what I'm saying? I only rap for my homeboys. Your homeboys and your friends and your family can only take you so far. Of course, they gonna say, "Oh, my nephew this and my homeboy this." Your homeboy don't own no studio. He ain't got no microphones, nowhere to do an interview, no podcast. You feel me?
Right.
Yeah, get off your ass and go get it.
You got to move.
I always tell people, and Rod did it. You get stuck in this Valdosta type of fame.
Yeah, the Valdosta hype.
So you go into Deja Vu every Sunday rapping. You go into New Nights rapping, right?
Yeah.
Man, the world bigger than Valdosta.
Man,
you got to know that. You can't be scared to leave. Go get it. So that's my advice. And then I also tell them when they look at me, they say, "Well, Brez, who are you to tell us what to do? You ain't never made it." I say, "Good point, but I can damn sure show you how not to make it."
Yeah,
you feel me?
I'm a master at that.
Follow my blueprint of not what to do. Yeah. I had all that money, and never bought a mixer,
a microphone,
but want to rap on the block when it's slow.
Yeah. You on the corner rapping, ain't nothing going on.
Yeah, and hit not Deja Vu, Rick's nightclub,
all that,
and get them cheers, and you feel like somebody when you come off that stage, and everybody hitting you on the bike saying, "Man, you rock that shit."
Yeah.
You feel me? But it don't go no
that's
further.
Just right here,
it's just right here.
Yeah, that's just for that night.
So
tomorrow they ain't thinking about you.
That's my advice.
So with this project, follow-up question: what you plan to do if you want to? I don't know what you plan to get it to reach the people. Cause I tell my brother, you, Callion, Delva, all y'all, I be like, cause Cal, like, I'm finna drop another one, I be like, bro, you got some hot shit on this last one, and I still like, we only heard it here. So what? You just gonna keep making all this music
for
us? There's a lot of people out there and heard the old stuff you got is hot. So you just gonna continue to, follow this pattern, because if these folks ain't hearing it, what's gonna change about this one?
The crazy thing about this is, y'all, and this the honest God truth, I didn't expect it to be this. So I hadn't planned nothing.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm just rapping.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was gonna be compared to Killer Mike or a classic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm just doing my thing, you feel me? So I can't really answer that question. I'm just gonna let it. And then Tony got me on our platform, so that's a start. Yeah. I'm on everything where people listen to music.
All streaming sites.
I ain't got to be out here with the CDs no more and saying, "Hey man, put this in right
that's
quick,
over
listen
with.
to it." You got the opportunity, you got Pandora and everything above it and below it to go listen to it.
Yeah.
If you don't go listen to it, that's on you.
That's right. It's out there.
Now I'm shooting videos. I do the much promotion as I can on the Instagram thing, but that's why you need a team. You need other people to help you. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Everybody say, "Oh, I don't need nobody." That's a lie.
You can't live in this world by yourself, man.
So I just need the people to get behind it, to push it, and I'm gonna do the best I can. But other than that, I don't really know, dog.
So let's switch lanes real quick and talk about how you feel about, cause at one time, man, you used to talk about this all the time, and I tell you that, and I tell Trey, I be like, man, so ain't no, and I used to tell Pop, man, I be like, who put an age limit on wordplay? You feel me? So you got cats saying, oh, he too old to be rapping and all. I say, man, new words come out every day. So how you gonna tell me I got to stop rapping? Like, you feel me? It's just like it's comparable to when people used to like, we don't get no Johnny Gill songs no more, no rap, no new edition.
No OJ.
Yeah, no OJ.
You say they'll tour to the day they die.
But they gonna stay on tour singing the old songs, but it's still new songs that, I mean, I'm sure they can still make some classic right now. But somebody done put an age limit, except for Jay-Z. He the only one at 55 can still rap.
But what they mean by that, Tim, right? Of course, I let that get to me, the age thing, right? Because that's the only thing that anybody can say is the old word. So if you notice or not, I embrace the old word.
We live it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I diffuse that, right?
Yeah.
But what they mean by Jay-Z, he didn't start at 55.
Right.
See what I'm saying? They saying a man coming in at 55 is that's the cap, or a certain age, right? But what I want to tell them is, when the last time you looked at your driver's license or ID, right? Because you owe to somebody. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You too old to play video games.
Right. Well, I still.
No, I'm just saying if they gonna go by that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a certain age where you can't play Madden no more. It's a certain age where you can't fuck no more.
Yeah.
It's a certain age where you can't
Yeah.
Girl, you going to get a tummy tuck in the BBL. Can't go play me some ball.
Yeah, nothing.
So that's what I tell them, man. But I did let that get to me though.
Yeah, the
age thing, because they say it's a young man's game.
Yeah, young man ain't got no. So you compare your wordplay on Reflections to all this stuff you hear today. We can sit here and recite words throughout your whole. And I know for a fact that now in the millennial, songs last about 3 minutes, 2 minutes, and 2.5 minutes. Whatever, right?
220.
Yeah, you feel me?
Yeah. Whole
song.
But it's mostly hook.
It's mostly singing and all that. Yeah. So
then a little piece of
little wordplay. But at least when you rap, right? It's that we can repeat this. Like I can say, I can come back and repeat like when you said something on the bars.
One thing that you said, Brez, you really rapping this time.
You rapping.
You say you're really rapping. You gonna rap back.
Yeah.
And the only thing I can say to that is I found a pocket and I stayed in that pocket. Because if you notice, I didn't come out of that pocket too much.
Yeah.
I came out of it on Old Man. I came out of it on Warzone.
Right.
Where I went to doing the little speedy rap, but it still had substance to it.
Right.
But throughout the album, I kept my pocket.
Yeah.
I kept my pocket. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what made it a classic.
And I just found that pocket though.
Yeah. That's
Because all this time I was always trying to find my pocket. Yeah. Where I needed to be at, or what should I do? So I don't know. With Tony being patient with me, calling me, telling me what he told me, it made me want to impress him.
Yeah.
Bump y'all, right?
Right.
It made me when he cut his stuff on.
Yeah.
And I see that smile, I know I done got me one.
Got him.
Right. If he's sitting there and ain't really moving while he recording me, I say I ain't did good enough.
I need to put some more pressure.
Yeah. So a lot of these songs he'll tell you I had to come back because I get lazy sometimes to try to stick a verse with something that I already had.
Try to slide something in.
Even though he'll say he say it's good like that. I say nah, I'm cheating. Yeah. I ain't cheated this whole time. Let me go ahead and write. Yeah. And the crazy thing about that, y'all, I cannot write a bar in the quietness of my own house. I wrote my whole project at work with a whole bunch of chaos going on.
At work.
Around
the noise.
At work. At noise.
Yeah.
If you put me in the room with whoever and say y'all go rap, I can do it, but that ain't mine.
That ain't gonna be
that
your
ain't
best.
my formula.
Yeah.
I have to listen to a beat till I get tired of it, right? Then I stop the beat, then I go listen to a podcast or I go look at a movie, and then I come back, and when I get my first line down, it's over.
Over with.
It's all about the first line, how you come out the gate with me. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I can, and I put it together like a puzzle.
Yeah.
I say something about Tim and Wayne, right? How can I use this? So let me move this over here. Let me rap this. Okay, this is where I'm gonna put them in the hook. Yeah. If you want to cut, go see a Wayne or Tim Sang. Yeah. Right. And then when I said that I was on a plane watching Stocks Exchange, that ain't me capping. My job flew me to Oregon.
I remember that.
And they had my first time ever flying. They had the screen.
Yeah.
So before I could watch a movie, they had the Dow Jones and the NASDAQ or whatever that stuff is, right? Yeah, NASDAQ, right? Yeah. So I'm watching it. So that's a true story. Like, there's no capping on this album, right? I remember most people will think, oh, he talking about airplanes and shit. No, my job flew me the train in Oregon, and I was on the Delta flight.
Watching the stock exchange.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And so we had talked about I'm a big Rakim fan. Right?
Yes, sir.
And so he came out with this new he got this new album out. Man, that man got like 1 million features on there. This ain't Rakim, man.
But I also told you they did that to pay homage to the God.
Yeah, hell no, they ain't.
No, you said that one for you. You want to hear Rakim, but I know why they did it.
Yeah, that wasn't it, bro. Like,
do you think Rakim got 16 songs solo that he can still do?
You got to go find it. You got to go find it. Yeah, you had to go get that, didn't you? Yeah, you had to go get it. You can be creative. Rakim's just the God. You know, he's still creative, but I respect it. You feel me?
Right.
But
you didn't like it. You respected
straight
it.
sandwich on that.
Sandwich.
Straight, and that's my man.
And that's your man.
Straight sandwich, man. I ain't purchasing. I ain't even listening to that.
And the crazy thing about me and you, Tim, a lot of people don't know. Me and Tim got together far as music because we both had a love for Cool G Rap.
Yeah.
Two Florida guys.
Florida boy
was
like
crazy
New York
about.
rappers. Yeah.
No, this one in
G-Rap.
particular.
Yeah, G-Rap.
When you said something about G-Rap one day, I looked at you and said, "Man, what you know about that?"
Yeah.
And you said, "What you know about it?"
Yeah.
And we went to reciting the man rhyme.
That's right.
Like for my hood, I brung Nas to Forest Manor. I brung Wu-Tang to Forest Manor.
Yeah.
And they say, "Man, get that mess out of here."
When you with
They
them,
was with 8 Ball, Too Short, you
Yeah.
know, typical
music.
Southern music,
Yeah.
right? But Nas changed my life when I heard Life's a Bitch and Then You Die.
over with.
That let me know that it was. You asked that question earlier, and I just had to think about it. When I heard Life's a Bitch and Then You Die and heard
Over with.
bars,
Over
I
with.
say booty shaking over with. Yeah.
Yeah, I fell in love with AZ off of that. That's been my
And
favorite
Sugar
rapper.
Hill. So,
Yeah.
not mimicking, but Welcome to the Hood was my version of Sugar Hill.
Okay.
And cause you see the flow pattern.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
But you know who your inspiration should be? Who's still out, been doing it for a long time, and they still gotta get on board. They just do.
Go ahead.
Kiss and Fab.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, them boys still.
Kiss
Oh,
and
yeah.
Fab, because they saying something. You could say it's a young buck, but when they get on the Hot Nights, when they was doing them before they made that album together, you know they were going back and forth freestyling out them beats. And that's where the Freddie versus Jason album came from.
Of course, I'm on that.
But they was still, you know, they've been out so long, older. Now they the vets in the game, but they still respecting them guys.
Well, one thing what happened was when Jada and the Locks versus the Dipset, he separated himself.
Big time.
It was one-sided.
Landslide.
Man.
Yeah.
That's when Fat Joe said, "Yesterday's price ain't today's
Day's
price."
price, yeah.
Yeah. I was so proud of that.
Man,
You know what I'm
over
saying?
with.
Yeah, over with.
Jada definitely separated
Oh,
himself.
and it's another thing too that I wanted to say. Like for a long time, I used to walk around saying I'm the best. Right? People look at that as arrogant, cocky.
Why not?
But if you're not saying that you're the best,
Who else gonna say it?
right?
T.I. said, I'm the king of the South, and then everybody started repeating.
And the only reason why I say that because you brung up Jada, he been telling you I'm top 5, dead or alive.
Dead or alive.
That's his slogan.
Yeah.
He don't care who it is. I'm
Yeah.
top 5. You feel me? So I had a lot of people used to have a problem with me saying I'm the best, and I never addressed it. So I'm addressing it on your on y'all platform.
Do your
Meaning that
thing, man.
when people say man, my homeboy rap or my brother rap or such and such, and I meet these guys and I say, hey man, let me hear something, and they say, man, you know I do a little something. I don't really do it.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
ain't
even
messing
want to
with
hear
you.
it. I don't even want to hear it.
I need somebody gonna snap. Soon as
Yeah. So the Rick Dog story, right? We working at Langdale. I met him at 18 years old. We both was catching a ride from another coworker. So the coworker named Chris Brown, he say, Brez, this my little homeboy Rick, man. He rap. I say, man, miss me with that rap shit. And Rick turned around and said, what, nigga? And bomb, right?
Just bombed on you.
Bomb. So I bombed, cause back then, and it's another thing, I always kept me some rhymes memorized.
Yeah.
And in the low hole, meaning that it can go for Tim, it can go for Tony,
whoever.
it can go
It's a
for
battle
you.
rap.
Right.
Yeah.
But I take these raps everywhere. So I drill him back. Bah, bah, bah. So I'm thinking he out of here. The young nigga bomb bike on me. I said, what the fuck going on? You feel me?
Yeah.
I didn't run him off. And our friendship started from battling each other.
That's
and somebody
crazy.
else caused
Just
it.
took off.
Yeah. And he been my partner and my brother ever since.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's good money right
We
there.
would write battle raps against each other. Say you having a party, say Tony having a party, or you, whatever, and we'll just start a battle rap with each other
Right here.
right here. And the people like now they stop doing what they doing,
Tuning
focusing
in.
on us.
Y'all done stole the show.
Yeah.
How you
battle
started? How you started battling? 'Cause I don't heard you have some ball. I don't heard it, but I know you say
Battle rap to me is the truest form to me, and that's just opinionated. LL went against Cool Mo D. Everybody was battling. So I took battling first over everything. Yeah.
My boy told a nigga, man, he said, you a waste of light skin. I said, man, that man crazy, man.
Hey, the nigga came back and told me, say, hey, man,
Yeah, man,
it ain't take me but a minute to fuck your mama. I ain't seen that bitch in no, he said it took me 60 seconds to fuck your mama. I ain't seen that bitch in a minute. I say, God damn. Yeah. So I love it, right? So the shit that happened with me and Cal, I was never mad. That's the type of shit I like doing.
Right.
You done came into my world now. You feel me? Yeah.
So we had him on here. I don't know if you saw the interview, but he talked about everything was cool. I guess it's all love.
Yeah.
So,
I went to his house.
So we talked about it, but talk about that for a minute, cause y'all had the city like.
Yes.
Y'all had done divided the whole city, man.
See, we could have took that and did something, but I think I would say more so the people. I'm glad it didn't go to where the people was trying to take it
somewhere else.
Yeah,
that's
to
why
another level instead of focusing on the bars and the music. See, I was want to focus on the bars and the music, but the people were trying to take it elsewhere instead of that moment. That was like, I think that was a great moment for the city, but it got washed away due to all the antics and the beef, the back and forth. Not so much y'all, but the audience.
Yeah, it was the entourage.
Yeah.
Cause I had people on my side. Who is this nigga? And he had people inboxing me. I'll slap you when I see you. And I went on Facebook and say, look, man, I don't care how many diss songs he do after this. I'm done. That's why I named it One Night Stand, right? Meaning to me, if you keep going back and forth, right, it end up being like two females talking about each other.
Mm-hmm.
Like, cause now. My version of battle with him was the killing with facts. So anything after that, I would have been making up shit. I just would have been talking about him. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to do that. You know what I'm saying? I had people in my inbox giving me dirt on this man, what to say about him, and I was like, nah, I'm gonna go with what I know about him. I'm not gonna go about what y'all saying. You feel me? So I left that out. Yeah.
So what happened? Cause I remember
it was a misunderstanding.
No, I'm gonna take it cause you stay. I was on Stillwater. You right down the street. You might not remember this day. You walked down the street. We sat in my car. Put the
CD in.
Put the CD in.
Brez versus the city.
You were drinking.
Yeah.
And we sat. You sat in my car. We were listening to the whole. It's like, yeah, me and Cal ain't beef with him. Listen, Cal on the Cal. So what happened after that? Like, what happened for the whatever the diss back and forth? What happened after that? What happened?
It's the craziest thing, right? I had found this out. And I was turning people into cartoons, right?
Oh yeah, you did
the pictures, right? Did everybody, right? Yeah. So Cal had got the app and he was doing it, and me and Rick was talking on Facebook about how people doing it, but they ain't doing it right. And Cal just automatically assumed that we was talking about him. Even right then in that instance, I let him know, like, hey, bro, I ain't even know you was doing it. Like, oh, yeah, y'all talking about me, whoop de whoop. And me and Rick both reaching out to him like, nah, bro, it ain't like that, right? So I just always remembered that. And I think what sparked it off, right, because I ain't with the back and forth internet shit. So when I did that song, I said, what's a golden child when I'm King Midas? It's more the rhyming than punchlining, right? So that was great. So even though I felt like he shouldn't have felt the way, Rick ended up saying, man, how you ain't supposed to feel like that?
Supposed to feel like that. He called himself the golden child.
They looked at it as the whole song was about him. He said, shit, once you said that, I'm gonna act like the whole song about him.
Yeah, I took it that same way. Yeah.
So he did what he did. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And like I said, my daughter stayed in that neighborhood. Well, what? That's your daddy's house over there?
I used to stay there. That's where I used to stay at.
I seen him out there one day. I hear him. He got his Bluetooth out there. I see him with a notepad. I got Josh with me. I say, man, that's Cal. I'm finna go down there. He was like, nah, man, leave that man alone. I say, leave him alone for what? Let me go holler at him. So I walked down there, hollered at him, dapped him up, and we sat there. He let me hear the new stuff that he working on. We talked about the battle, and
grown man.
Yeah. Because it was never no beef.
Yeah.
That wasn't
not
beef
for
to me.
Yeah. The side show bar made it into a beef though.
Yeah, so that was a great battle. Great.
It did great for me because it brought me back to life to the people that didn't even know that I did that. You know what I'm saying? So it was great. They're like, oh, Brez can rap. Whoop de whoop, whoop de whoop.
Like,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I had to go against a video. So that's why I did the 3 instrumentals. Yeah. Because I was like, Player Los hit me. He said, man, if you had a video to this, there wouldn't be nothing to talk about. But I was on a short time limit because, you know, they want you to respond right now.
Right now.
So Tony called me. He dropped at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning while I was at work. Tony called me and said, hey, boy, we got to go to work. What time you get off? I said, I get off at 5. He said, all right, I'll be up. And then we did it.
Dang, that's crazy. Straight off of work.
Yeah, straight off work.
That's crazy.
Good battle, like I
Yeah,
said.
great battle.
Reflections. What's your favorite song? I got to go in here and listen.
It's crazy.
I'm behind.
It's crazy because every day it's another one. That's my
Yeah,
favorite.
man.
Right,
It switch up every day.
Switch
Oh,
up,
so
it
you,
switch up.
yeah, so it gotta be a classic.
Yeah. I'm leaning toward the actual song Reflections now. Like I've been had that on repeat.
Yeah.
Tony, he on Babysitter real hard.
Babysitter tough now.
Yeah.
That's me with that.
He heard me playing it early and said, "Man,
You
run
wanna
that
cut,
back."
you
And,
gonna
yeah,
get
and he
Go to
recorded
Wayne,
it.
tell the same.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna like that.
Yeah, but I think my favorite is
You say Cuban
Key.
Yeah.
man.
How you say that was something you really?
I was
going
on
through.
that. Yeah, you feel me? So, cause you know when you sent it to me on my birthday,
Mhm.
so I was turning 50 when you first dropped it, and before that I was saying, is it time for me to let Tim Lassane go? Tim Lassane is who the street know me as. You feel me? Like I ain't never just been my first name like Tim. You feel me? It's always Tim Lassane. So I was in a battle with myself saying, is it time to let Tim Lassane put him to sleep and be, you know, Timothy, the talented Timothy Lassane? Cause and then you drop the album, and you know the Cuban Key, the last song.
Well, on your playlist.
Yeah, well, when you first sent it, it was on the bottom.
Was it?
Yeah, so
Cause God Monster the last one, right?
well, when you sent it to me,
You got God's Monster?
Yeah, God Monster.
Okay.
Yeah, but on mine, it's the last song. So, you know, I was on that boat. So when I got back, I was like, as soon as we got in the car, you feel me? I had talked to you. I'm riding home to it, but that goddamn Cuban Key hit. I was like, I had to put that on
What you sent me, man? This is crazy.
This is crazy, man.
Like,
This where I was at.
Yeah, you say this where I'm at mentally in life.
Yeah, this where I was at. Like I was wrestling with that. That can't go back. I'm messing with that heavy.
Of
You
course,
know,
you say
wrong
you work
time.
out wrong time.
Yeah,
And I sent you the
that's to
rough version.
That's
when
to
it
the bus
first
side.
got did. Yeah,
That's
yeah,
to the
yeah,
bus
yeah.
side. I'm messing with that real heavy.
You say silver and gold.
Silver and gold, sticky notes.
Sticky notes.
Yeah. I like Warzone. You feel me? The Beloved too. Like I was like twist. You feel me?
Cause it'll never be like.
Yeah,
Beloved
it's
One.
hard to come back to that. You feel me?
Yeah.
But
And just the way it come on, right, with Rock introducing the album.
my man's on there, so you know.
Blood of Man.
Yeah, man. And you know, I'm an old man with some cold hands too.
Right,
so
right. That's right up your alley.
that's right up my alley, man. And so the whole thing, man, for me. But if I had to pick one, of course, Wrong Time ain't in that. You feel me?
So when I go do this mic drop video next week, which one you think?
You talking about what song?
Yeah. Without the singing, like just the, so it'd have to be out of Old Man, Reflections, Power.
Power.
Yeah.
I'll go with Reflection.
Right. Because the Sean Bones has to be, the Wrong Time has to be a real visual to that, right?
Yeah.
Welcome to the Hood has to be a real visual.
to that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what can we? So tell the people where they could go listen to the album at.
You can go listen to the album on all platforms, wherever you listen to music at.
All streaming
platforms, yes.
So that's Spotify, iTunes,
And shit I can't even name.
Every,
That's cross
all
seas.
kind of stuff. Every streaming.
Apple Music.
Every streaming platform
All right.
is on there.
So y'all name all these songs. Brez, you already know I'm the man that put you on the hot seat. I need to hear a verse. I need to hear
Love to do that.
some bars. I need to hear one of them songs y'all just named. I hear Sticky Notes. I'm hearing power. I'm hearing
no,
wrong time.
You can't rap on them songs, but
No, you
know,
you gotta rap.
No, you got to rap.
I want to hear a verse. Well, hey, don't try to hit your way.
Listen, check it, yo. I'm from where the niggas fake kick it and the bitches ain't shit. If you kiss a 9 out of 10, you tasting my dick. I don't make the rules. I hit the joint and I split.
Keep going, my boy.
Yeah.
It's all right. Keep going.
Nah, I ain't came to rap, man. Edit that shit down.
Nah, that's staying on here, man. That's going down
Man,
in
listen.
man.
Man, listen. You gotta give us a 16. Give me one of them raps you got in. Even ain't from the album in the low hole that you keep when you go battle. Give us some.
I'm the old man now. I ain't got them.
You got them in there?
Yeah.
Yes,
Alright, I'm from where the niggas fake kick it and the bitches ain't shit. If you kiss a 9 out of 10, you tasting his dick. I don't make the rules. I hit the booth and I vent. And every time I'm out in public, stay fresh as a mint. Flow with the heavyweight. Serial killer, nigga, no Crystal Lake. When it's time to rhyme, niggas hide like I'm Section 8. Think the right slice when I rap this shit a piece of cake. I blow him up.
Man, listen.
Think the right slice.
There you go. We gotta get you on there, man. Listen, we gotta hear some bars. You a rapper, we gotta hear some bars, man.
Right. Yeah. I gotta get prepared for that type of shit.
Nah, we throw you out there. We
Cali on the same way.
Throw it in the water.
Throw it in the water.
Did he do it?
Yeah, he did it. He took off. He took off.
Y'all hit me with a heavy. I just thought we were just coming to talk.
Yeah.
Now, if I knew that, you already know I would have been prepared.
Nah, man, no preparing. You gotta stay ready so you don't gotta.
Yeah, you right.
You're a rapper that AR just walked in right there. He trying to sign you gonna deliver.
Mm-hmm.
You got to deliver. You got to. You know what I'm saying? You got to deliver.
Well, this is my first time being interviewed, so y'all
doing the interview.
Yeah. So I just wanted to get the story out.
Yeah, man.
That still was some heat.
Yeah, it was.
You put the right slice in that thing.
The right
Shout
slice.
out to my baby mama, Vonda, right?
Yeah.
Shout out
the
to
right
Vonda,
slice. Yeah.
Well,
Go get you a slice of that thing.
Yeah.
So y'all reflections, man.
Go check it out.
Brez.
No.
Instant classic.
They say it's a classic. I gotta go back and hear. I believe him because Tim, he is a hard critic.
Yes,
he's a hard critic. He's been having them bars, but I gotta go back and listen to the
appreciate y'all
CD.
brothers for having me, man.
Shout out Tony T.
Mm-hmm.
Tony T, keep working.
Talk about we got one more thing we got to talk about before
Okay.
you go. Cuban Key, where Cuban Key going?
He gone.
So Brez Lawrence, you didn't tell a story about when we were locked up.
I didn't think you wanted that. I thought that man gone.
Yeah, but you can still tell the story.
What's part of y'all history?
Well, it's part of the history, a lot of our history. Me and Tim locked up. You know, I'm running around the cell with the rap shit, and Tim pulled me, by the coattail, and say, man, you need to read more books. I was like, what you mean? He said, man, you need to get your vocab.
Get your wordplay.
Yeah, get your wordplay up. And I took that, right?
My boy took that.
Then you had me a book.
Shot you the book.
Yeah, shot me the book. Yeah, and I read it.
Yeah, it was over after that.
You were like, man, you good, but man, you need to learn more
Words,
words.
Yeah, because they try to say, the New York cats used to say that we was elementary down here.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's why your boy Tip started using them words like that, because they were trying to say like we had like nursery rhymes.
Well, at one time we
did.
They was big on education.
You feel me? Yeah, so we ain't really had no
Doodoo Brown.
Yeah. So it really nursery rhyme. So that's why I always been like a word nerd. So,
but the difference between us and them, what I learned over the years was they take it as a sport. The same way you take boxing.
It's a lifestyle.
They compete. They so competitive out there. It's bad.
It's a lifestyle.
And what we talking about, DMX might got to go battle Jay-Z.
Yeah, out the door, straight up.
Yeah.
So it was real serious.
And like you said earlier, man, some advice. I forgot to say this, man. Just be yourself and try to be original. I think originality will get you further than mimicking. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm seeing going on, and that's what's going on for me. I wasn't never mimicking nobody, but when I tapped into who I really was, this is the project that ended up coming out.
Crazy.
Yeah, crazy.
Crazy. Especially that Cuban Key,
Well,
man.
appreciate
you
y'all,
for coming, man.
Yeah.
Brez
Why? You feel me?
Yeah.
We glad you came through, man.
got some bars out of them.
A
Gave us
little
some of
bit,
that
a little
time.
bit, a little bit.
Got bars
You
out
feel
of
me?
them. Yeah, go listen to the album, man.
All major
Reflections.
platforms.
Reflections on all major
All
platforms.
major.
Support him.
It's
He
even
said.
on YouTube.
Minor.
Go to
Yeah.
YouTube.
You say you got a you say you finna do a mic drop video.
A mic drop video.
He got a
next
mic
Saturday.
drop video coming.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
said he
yeah.
got videos coming.
I got to get me an outfit.
Yeah. I got to get the reflection shirts made for
Come
y'all
on,
that's
man.
gonna be in the video.
Come on,
Yeah,
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
I got to go from the south to the east. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah, from the hood to the
Cause the east side is my
Hollywood.
second
Yeah.
home.
Yeah. You became Hollywood when you came to the east side.
Yeah.
You got rich then. Yeah, that came up when you hit the east side. You
Remember
feel
we
me?
used to stay up under the tree all night before they cut it down?
Yeah.
Just stay out there
All
all night
night.
long.
Yeah, but get what though? You had fun, but one time though. You know what the first song was that me and you really started rocking on together?
What that?
Remember you were walking through the past, I was in my mama's yard, in the front yard, and I was listening to LaJuan Love. I'm an outlaw. You remember that?
Outdoing everybody.
Yeah. I was listening to you like, man, what you know about that? You feel me?
I growed up off that.
Yeah.
Shy D.
Yeah, Shy D.
Yeah.
That, I was listening to LaJuan Love, and we was that's where we really first started talking about that music. Then that's when we got on that Cool G rap and all that. But
Sure did.
it jumped off with LaJuan Love, the outlaw.
I'm an outlaw.
Yeah.
I'm
I blew
gunning
with
everybody.
Yeah. That was that throwback right
Yes,
there.
sir.
Man. So shout out to that boy LaJuan Love, man. Miami Dade.
Yeah, man, y'all go out support Brez, man.
Yeah, y'all go
back.
check that out, man. Give my boy 5 mics. It's a classic.
Tim gave him 5 mics.
I'm waiting on his review.
I'm
really.
definitely
You
on.
gotta see what he
on
talking
that,
about.
we
Yeah,
talking
gotta
a
see
lot
what
of
he done wasted a
big
lot of
boy
time.
talk. Yeah.
So
I'm
now he
definitely-
got high expectations.
Yeah.
I definitely got to go listen to
Yeah,
it.
man, it's got
You
to
know,
read it,
you
yeah.
know, I've been listening to you for a long time. You
Yes,
one of the
sir.
ones I gave props when I first heard you rap
right.
a long time ago. So I definitely got to
One thing about it,
hear
I
the
will
music.
say,
I got to go hear the music and see.
he one of them. He like that rap too though.
Yeah. He been told me that.
Yeah, so he
Then you
gonna
came to my
definitely be
battles at the Deja Vu.
Candy Battle, Fat Sacks, yeah.
Yeah, so
Cause I'm the one that told you why they put that rookie against a vet, and then you came back around, you double back and say, I heard what you said.
I heard what you said because
man,
you telling somebody, man,
said,
this
he-
is crazy.
he ain't
Why
got
would
no
they,
business
why
out
would
there.
they do that against this guy?
Yeah.
embarrassed this man. Yeah, man. Shout out to my boy Cuban Key. He gone.
He
the
gone.
The new Brez
Brez
in the
Lawrence,
building,
man. Yeah, I'm in the building.
Shout out to my main man Tony T. Finally came and
Yeah.
got his bracelet, man.
Yeah.
Been holding his
And got
bracelet
his
for-
flowers.
And got his
And
flowers.
got his flowers as
Yeah.
well. Yeah.
Keep
Hold
keep
that
making
bracelet
them beats,
for 2
Tony
years.
T, for almost everybody. The name ringing, so we gotta push these good engineers, producers, rappers in the city, man.
Yeah, shout out to y'all, man. Keep doing that good work and all that.
Yeah, we working like I told him, man. From here on out, every move that I make, he included. You know what I'm saying?
And shout out to my old vets, man, that still got it, man. Ain't no age limit on rapping. Y'all, man, keep dropping, son, because we, as older cats, you feel me? We still like to hear music, too.
Yeah, so
And you
that
feel me? I ain't trying to hear no goddamn Lifetime. And I ain't, man, I don't want to hear that. Man. I want to hear that grown folk music, man. You feel me? I need to hear them wordplay.
Well,
Yes,
if
sir.
if they looking for that, man, go check out Reflections, man. Just
Reflections,
type in Brez Lawrence.
Outta here.
Just type in Brez Reflections, it'll pop up.
It definitely gonna pop up, man.
listen, it's free game.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
That was